we have the famous rivalry between us and SEN. We've played them a lot, and most people just say it's like lopsided.
I think 100 Thieves are actually a pretty good team. I think people are underrating them a lot, especially since they lost Bang to us.
I miss them in a way, and it's nice to play against them in a match because I've never played them in a match in my entire career. Well, because we were teammates since 2022. Obviously, we have Xander now, who's also my best friend, so I'm grateful for that as well. Don't want to make it everything about Bang. Xander's his replacement, and he's better. Let's make that clear.
Trying to get up, but it's the same thing.
Xander from the top. Man, 100 Thieves are looking clean.
They definitely have some nice trash talk. Boostio's a really funny guy. He's always yapping. Really good at trash talking, really good at shooting their guns.
And it's aggression.
This is really fast. It's not just aggression C, it's aggression B as well. It's an attack and assault on all fronts. And again, it's a slaughter.
Well, pound for pound, we're all better, so that's already tough for Sentinels. There's a big coach diff as well, and there's like an org diff, so it's just tough for them, but, you know, they'll do good, I think.
Welcome back to day 3 of VCT Americas and our second matchup. It's the social media classic. Oh, better farm those impressions, people. Clock's ticking. Of course, you got Sentinels taking on 100 Thieves. I'm Golden Boy, you got Mimi and Ender here. We're going to talk about this matchup. And look, we are always excited about this because, you know, 100 Thieves, Sentinels, two orgs that have a lot of clout in not just Valorant, in esports in general, right? But historically speaking, this has not been the best of rivalries for 100 Thieves.
Yeah, as a wise man once said, it's not a rivalry, they always kick our ass. And it has been a lopsided one. SEN 11-4 all-time record against 100 Thieves.
Damn!
But it's now even gotten even spicier with them stealing a player from 100 Thieves.
Yeah, I mean, I can't believe Austin is trying to talk trash and say that it's a coach diff and an org diff when that hasn't helped them, really. Yeah, okay, 100 Thieves won the last time they played in 2024, but especially with Sentinel stealing over Bang, this is quite the matchup.
They were talking about people underrating them coming into this season. Hi, I'm
Valid.
People. I'm
Hi,
People.
People.
And they really impressed in their first matchup. I thought they looked great. I love that neon comp they brought out. So despite losing Bang, this is still 100 Thieves, to be fair.
Yeah,
Weird.
yeah. 100 Thieves coming out of that game looked great. I had a long chat with Busio in the back, and we were talking about it, and he was mentioning how he just feels really confident. He feels really happy with this team. He's so over the moon with them and feels like that they are better than where the pundits have rated them. But this year, though, there's a twist, right? As we were talking about before, Bang has switched sides, okay? He flipped one red jersey on for a slightly different shade of red, all right? And he put it on there. And now he's coming onto this team, and Ender, he could very well be the recipe for success they were looking for.
Seriously,
no,
for me, like, I'm the ultimate Bang believer. I think this guy is so incredibly
Yeah, you guys have bigged him up all year
Yes.
last year.
So many times, like I said, even when 100 Thieves were going on their big run, they weren't just playing perfect Valorant nonstop. There were a lot of really tough rounds where Bang is alive in a 1vx or a 2vx, and he is coming through for the team, especially on the signature Viper on Bind. I love the way he paces out a defensive side. He really is consistently abusing different off angles and working great conditioning on his opponents. I just think this guy has a great mind for the game and is an excellent shot.
And he seems like such a good kind of 1-for-1 sub in. Like 10s leaving Sentinels, those are really big shoes to fill. But I think he plays a little different style. He's likely not going to flex to like the KO the same way 10s did, but he still can add a little bit of that aggressive flair. He still has insane individual mechanics. Like this is, in my opinion, a really perfect replacement that SEN could have found.
Yeah, he gives them options, but in a different way. And who knows, it could be, even a better way for this Sentinels team if, you want that to happen if you are a Sen City fan. But here's what Asuna had to say about his old teammate in our post-match interview. Let's check it out.
We're about to play SEN, and we're going to be playing our ex-teammate Bang.
Yep.
And, I mean, that guy is bad, so this should be easy.
Okay.
All right, there you go. I mean, the trash talk's already happening.
He definitely believes that. He definitely wasn't smirking.
Yeah, I will say, though, for Bang, it's a lot of pressure, man. You're coming from 100 Thieves, a team where already, the pressure was on from the fans. And
Yeah, but,
Sentinels.
okay, and I get that, but
Yeah.
like he absolutely delivered on 100 Thieves. It's another red jersey, Golden Boy. It's all the same.
Yeah, for sure. But you want to know awkward? Well, here you go, folks, because Riv is standing by with both Bang and Asuna. That sounds fun.
I am here for a little different pregame interview. I'm joined by Asuna and Bang. You just saw that video, so I want to get your rebuttal to what Asuna said here. Are you a bad player?
I mean, according to them, I guess I am. I mean, honestly, I think that we'll find out in this match.
All right. This has always been a banger, the classic of 100 Thieves Sen. How do you feel it's going to go, Asuna?
I mean, they lost 2 players, Tens and Saucy. They replaced them with Narrate, who's good, and then Bang, who is horrendous. I don't know why they got that guy. And so it should be a lot easier now that they don't have Tens. And yeah, we'll probably win.
All right, so it seems like you guys are ready. I want to see if you'll put something on the line. Will you use the other team's classic if you use? Are you down to put that on the line?
Use the other team's classic?
Yeah, the classic Sen.
Oh, I'm not putting that out.
No?
I will, because we're going to win.
All right, you already see how this is going. It's separated, but we're going to get a great game. Back to you.
Asuna, choice words.
I feel like that is
like-
a bad bet for him.
No, respect for Bang, because I think you get dropped from the team if you're not running the
No,
Sentinels
it's
class.
not Rob Moore that gets you at Zelsis
Oh,
that takes
yeah,
you out
absolutely.
back and gets you off the team.
Old Yellers you. All right, folks. Well, look, Sentinels had, without a doubt, a great 2024, right? Oh, look, they won Masters Madrid,
Yeah.
top 4 at champs,
Sure.
only NA team to get a trophy. But as we had mentioned a few times now, they lost 2 players, but they lost 2, honestly, Goliaths, right? A world champion in Saucy, and of course, Tens, a guy who has literally been the face of Valorant for a super long time. Those are massive shoes to fill for Bang and Narrate.
Yeah, I mean, the face of Valorant and the face of Sentinels, right? Like,
Yeah.
what a massive overhaul of an organization, of a team moving forward here. But I really do believe they found the talent to try and step into those shoes and put up similar results.
And I think they kept the 2 most important players to build these new members of the squad up and make them successful in the Sentinel system. You have John QT, who was a rookie last year, really proved himself as an IGL, winning the first ever global event he went to, and Zelsis, who everyone knows, that emotional leader who does so much to build his players up. And now you have 2 guys, Narrate coming back from EU and now actually playing Tier 1 in NA at home for his first time ever, and Bang, who's already a proven commodity from 100 Thieves.
Yeah. It's been impressive to see how much he's grown, Bang, over the course of his career. But now he's in a position where he got a good system, got great coaching. You have John Cutie on the calls. There's a lot that Bang could look forward to here with this Sentinels roster.
Yeah, and I know, look, we've hyped some teams so far this week, and we have a bit of egg on our face after how that's gone. Sentinels weren't destroying in the offseason.
Which means they'll be good.
Which means they're actually going to be good.
Guys are just selling.
Straight up on paper, they're legit.
Is this false hope? I don't know. We'll have to find out. But here's the thing. You may have seen Narrate before in the EMEA side and think, oh, this guy's a cheese-eating Frenchman. Hell no. He's as American as apple pie, and he's here to play with us in VCT Americas. It's great to see Narrate here on the home soil.
Yeah, it is. This guy was making waves 2 years ago in Challengers North America, and he had a solid year with KC. It was a bit of a fall off after the start of the year, but very similar to Sen, had a great peak, making it to Masters Madrid, having a wonderful individual performance there, slotting into a new role with that team, playing the initiator instead of the duelist he was known for. A little late, guys, but yeah, he's an American. There's the eagle.
It's never late.
And now he's making another role swap, playing with Sen, picking up the Sentinel, and John QT switching over to the initiator himself.
Yeah, there's a ton of flexibility, I think, in the Sentinels camp, and I've got a lot of belief in them.
I have to say, though, I do like that switch around, though, right? I think John going to that role actually helps him be able to be a bit more in the action, so to speak. So there's certainly a lot to look forward to if you are a fan of Sentinels, and we know that there are a lot of you. But ahead of kickoff, we got Narrate and Zekin to sit down for a quick game of over-under. Let's check it out.
Yo, what's up guys? It's me, Sen Narrate with Sen Zekin, and today we're playing some under and over with VCT Americas. The Zekin's total kills in all of VCT 2024, over or under 1600.5. Hold up. Let me think. Let me do some math here.
Yeah, you're in intro mode.
Probably over.
I think that's my total kills all time, if I had to guess. The number was 1635, over.
Zekin's siblings, over or under 1? So do you have 2 siblings or 0? Or is it like 0.5? I mean, I think you definitely have a brother. Like a younger brother. But you said over or under. You don't have a brother?
I have no siblings.
What? Wait.
I have no siblings, under. The amount of Tier 1 teams that Narrate has played for, including Sentinels, over or under 4? 2 Carmine Corp Sentinels?
Yeah.
Or am I missing something?
I mean,
Dark ratio.
you already, that means 3. 3! Which means it's under. Zekin's kill record in a single VCT match, over or under 100? Over. 101.
101, yeah.
Yeah!
I mean, that's my career peak.
I'm the biggest
performance.
Zekin.
I need to remember that.
I'm the biggest Zekin Glazer fanboy, whatever you want to call it. Like,
The amount of rounds that Narrate has played in VCT EMEA, over or under 799.5. That's a lot of rounds. That's also like a parlay line. Like, is LeBron gonna score 799.5 points?
I mean, I think I know the answer, but I'll wait.
I'm gonna hit the button. I think it's
Yeah, we go under. The answer is 785, meaning it's under. Thank you guys for watching the video. If you want more of this, hit the like button, subscribe for more content, and we'll see you guys in the next video.
What's going on, guys? JB here with the talent predictions to tell you what we're gonna do.
I've had enough Minecraft.
Have some self-respect,
man.
Golden Boy.
Shout out to Narrate though for that, but there you go. Here are the talent predictions. I thought I picked 100 Thieves. Wow, I trolled myself.
This is funny because we're united. We're like Sentinels. Everyone else except for Wyatt. I see your game, Wyatt. I respect it. All aboard the 100 Thieves train after, honestly, what was a really impressive debut with Asuna's Neon.
Yeah, they looked super good. They completely shut down the Breach Teho they were playing against with that Neon. An incredible comeback map too as well. 100 Thieves looks a lot better than people thought.
Unfortunately, I looked Boostio in the windows of his soul. Instead, I voted for him. Oof, that's unfortunate.
You lied?
You just lied to his face.
So, folks, it's now time to jump into the action, and I can't think of a better way. Let's bring these teams out because it's 100 Thieves versus Sentinels. Let's make some noise.
Riot Games Arena, it's time for our next matchup. Coming to the stage first, it's your 2024 kickoff winners. Give it up for Sentinels!
And here come the Sentinels. After being away from the stage for quite some time, they get that bye round into the kickoff bracket, and this is the first time we're going to get to see Sen City take the stage here in LA.
And everyone's going to remember back to that impressive kickoff performance from Sentinels last year. They actually started off a little softer, though. Every single series went to the maximum. They fell to loud, but they grinded all the way through that lower bracket to win it through in the end.
Yeah, last year was defined by their performance in the offseason, coming in hot. They didn't have quite the same success in the offseason this year, but they've put together a roster that is absolutely potent. Found some incredible replacements for the 2 veterans that retired.
I couldn't agree more, but now it's time to bring out their opponents.
And now, let's bring out their opponents. It's your 2024 Stage 1 champions. Make some noise for 100 Thieves!
We saw 100 Thieves all ready to kick things off here at VCT Americas Kickoff, but, well, funny enough. But what we ended up getting was a 100 T team that was on fire. They looked good. It felt like this was the team that we wanted to see, you know, what you got to see all last year. If anything, they're adding more to it, trying to become better versions of themselves, and I'm definitely looking at Busio there to be the leader for this squad to guide these boys to victory.
For sure. Both these teams had their moment in the sun last year. SEN winning kickoff, 100 Thieves winning stage 1, but for 100 Thieves it ended in disappointment at Shanghai. You've heard it from these boys. Pulling in 1 new player, keeping the majority the same roster. Their goal is success internationally, and taking down a name like SEN to start would rocket them on the way to do that.
Absolutely, and if game 1 for them was any indication, they haven't really skipped a beat since last year. If anything, are looking better with very new ideas. Asuna's Neon was looking excellent. The calling out of their camp too was very impressive, but this is going to be the big challenge today.
It's a big match, and you can see it on the face there of Asuna. as the team huddles and gets ready for this, because even though, yes, this is the opening match, remember, this is a tournament bracket. Every single match matters in this situation. Top 2 get to punch their ticket to Bangkok, and one of these 2 teams desperately want to be the squads that represent America.
This year, Kaplan now joined by assistant coach Gunter, who was with him all the way back on Ghost Gaming with that roster, who had a lot of success in 2021-2022 era, and now coming in with a new meta patch with Taeho out, with 2 new maps in the pool. There's a lot of room for creativity. Remember, those are the guys that innovated Fade Rays way back when.
Exactly. I wanted to just talk about the coaches on both sides here, because yes, the Ghost Gaming bringing out the Fade Rays on every map, but Haven especially tore it apart. Then you have a guy like Zix on the other side, who's been an esports coach for a decade now. It seems.
League of Legends
It
before
literally has
Valorant.
been. 2015, he was at MSI Finals in League. But really, this guy, what he was doing last year with a lot of these mid-range comps, the Fade, the Gecko, tons of damaging utility. I think Taeho absolutely fits that style, and I'd really expect 100 Thieves to be playing more of that.
And your series layout, split, bind, and if necessary, we will go to Pearl.
This is 2 home maps from our respective NA squads of last year. SEN was lights out on split, and we saw already 100 Thieves sticking with that bind. Required a massive comeback on their attack side against MIBR, but they won it.
Yeah, they went down 8-4 and then won 11 of the last 12 rounds to take that through.
Silliness for sure, but hey, 100 Thieves, a little bit better as a result of that. Now they're going to try and see if they can the same thing here. Maybe not rely on some silliness, but try and see if they could be a bit more declarative in their results. But now we got our agents coming through here.
Oh, yeah.
That's some fun.
Okay, so we get Taeho Breach, and I'm surprised more teams haven't paired this with the Yoru. I think being able to teleport into all of that utility is excellent. You also get flashes in your comp, besides just a Breach flash.
Okay.
Yo, we cooking out here, baby.
I'm telling you, I am on Team Sage. I think this agent, people are sleeping on it.
You've been talking about Sage
Literally,
nonstop.
the buff to the ultimate means you can get ults online guaranteed by round 3 if you're optimizing.
Oh, doggy. All right, Riot Games Arena, let's make some noise as we get ready for this one and send it over to your casters. Who better to make the call than Uber and Wyatt?
Thank you very much, Golden Boy. Whether or not you believe there's a rivalry here, I tell you what, we are going to have a good time one way or another. It's your 4th place team from Masters Shanghai and 100 Thieves, 4th place team from Champions in Sentinels there. They're ready to throw down in the clap game of Kickoff.
But crucially, it's the Sentinels that have won Madrid. They have multiple international trophies, an achievement that 100 Thieves as an organization and as this team's core, they are still seeking one of their own. This could be the beginning of that. They've already gotten an impressive win here over MIBR the other day, and Sentinels would be even more impressive than that. The standout North American squad from 2024.
But my God, we've had questions about the Sentinels coming out of the offseason. A pretty lackluster showing in the Soup Cup. Some switch-ups in role on their team, seeing John Cucci go over to Initiator. Let's see how it plays out as 100 Thieves on the defense side now with Sen come at them for the pistol.
Quickly, you can see Sentinels using that Taeho-guided salvo, the missile to insert Zekin into A ramp, and able to use that teleport just to get away, gather up with the rest of the squad who intend on hitting this B site.
Heavy pressure here towards B main. It was, of course, the stealth drone up mid. Xander can feel something's in the water. Here they come. Bang, jumping through the smoke. Xander a little bit low, and Zelsa's going to clean him up round the corner. Flashpoint lights up, but Cryo's still healthy. Has the armor to work with. Swing there with the classic. It's back and forth stuff. 2 up here for 100 Thieves, but look at Zekin and Zelsa's low as you get. And Asuna, we'll see that smoke dissipate in just a moment. We'll have to wait for Sen to show themselves. There's a plant here for the attackers, and Zekin rips him a new one.
All on to Boostio at the moment. Only the classic. Still retaining his full HP when he started the round with Zekin solo on a jiggle. First tap, lovely.
Still 2 more to get through though. Boostio looks like he forewent. Any armor. It's just a health pool to rely on. 1 flash left. Time of the essence. That barrel's going to show itself, and there goes Celsius. More to do. 1 more to get through for Boostio now. Gives it a tickle. John Cutie shows a little bit of leg and now tries to get away, but that's a shot to the rear end. He'd sooner forget. Pressure mounts. Boostio gets through him. But time not on his side. He'll have to walk away and let this one go through.
Sadly take the consolation of the orbs. It's Sentinel with some nice fundamentals on display. That initial double swing through the smoke. 2 players in tandem to shut down Xander. That first Anchor 100 Thieves, they tried their best to flood in as a unit. They got a lot of damage off, but it wasn't enough to net the kills. EU there trying his best with the Ghost. He lit a couple players up, just not enough.
Oh, wait a minute.
The stand counters at 1.
Okay. Keeping track of that one at home, folks. Good start for Sentinels, of course. Boostio's 3-piece at the end of the round, not enough to salvage.
Because he got those kills, though, he feels willing to throw a little cash into this round. Does pick up that Sheriff.
Salvo's come out here. This was ideally to allow Zekken to pick up that orb unfettered and unchallenged. Now Viper wall over towards A. It's a standard setup here for Zelsis. SEN can make use of this to get that ramp control.
100 Thieves are calling a nice rotate here. They are gambling towards that A site. They've got 3 players entrenched, and it's Cryo just making his way through screens. SEN want to play this quietly off over the wall with Zekken taking point. Just has the Ghost and has to teleport away.
Okay, that was the eject button hit there for Zekken. Sentinels might pull out of the A site entirely now. 100 Thieves, though, they're already reading this.
But it's just a fake from SEN. They want to cut noise. They want to keep 100 Thieves second guessing. And it's worked. 2 players. They left. Now they're coming back, and they might be back on time again, actually.
The double pump fake. Gets spotted out here, but it's still true, but Zekken's out in the open. No gate crash opportunity there. This is going to get a little bit hot and heavy for Boostio, and eventually he'll be brought down. Arsena doesn't see anything, and actually backs up. The timing really isn't on his side there as Zelsis hunts him down with a Bulldog.
They have to commit to this site, though, with the time getting low.
In they go. Pressure over towards screens here. Xander goes low, and Cryo's going to hold the corner. Not bad, but not enough. Sentinels get to 2.
Oh my god, 100 Thieves will certainly take that damage, though. Nerdy was down to 36. Despite losing both rounds, 100 Thieves, at least right now, mechanically, they're looking pretty sharp. There are a lot of headshots being hit.
16th time is the charm. Again, it's really about when those wins come up. I think the last one was actually 100 Thieves win.
Yeah.
A really important game.
A rare, dominant 2-0. The last time these 2 teams met at the end of 2024, Bang dropped 31 kills in a map on SEN. So they signed him, and then they gave him a blank check.
Dangerous and he's in trouble. Arsena pushes ahead of that. Great little defensive pop there from 100 Thieves.
And that is the kind of awesome play we're going to see with the comp that 100 Thieves have. If you just look at the utility down the line with these agents, everything syncs up together, whether that's the slows and the grav wells with any amount of EU's utility, all of those explosives. This is the definition of abilities don't kill in Project A. It's just
it's all about the gunplay. Arsena here will check that corner tentatively. It is really just him right now, so giving it a bit of space. This will draw Boostio back into position and buy some time with that aftershock, but Sentinels are happy enough rattling the cage and getting a reaction.
Zekken is trying to get a little bit of space up mid while this noise is causing some level of distraction towards B main, and now grouping up with him is IGL, John QT.
Allows Zekken to get in. There's the guided salvos being thrown out here.
It's interesting because that smoke makes 100 Thieves, or should make them think that they're headed towards vent, but no, they're splitting B.
Yeah, Cryo though, is he going to be ready for it? Might be forced out of the action here for the time being, playing cannily back on this corner.
100 Thieves have the read. They are stacked up. They should win this out.
Here we go. Flash comes in. Arsena still trying to play around the Nebula. It's going to be Zekken that shows himself from upper. Now drops off the rafters. Arsena's going to see them come around the corner, and he cuts them down. 3 for Arsena now, 2 to work with for Sentinels, but time is getting short. It's just Zelsis. And he's got to pick up the pieces.
Oh, there's just no way. Cryo just needs to run at him and end this round right now, and he does. 100 Thieves first on the board.
And that's around that star shot, that util overload towards the B side that Narrate just can't escape from. Fault line and the guided salvos catch him out.
Yeah, they have instilled the fear of God in SEN with the utility combos that they have available. Beginning of rounds, mid-round, the trap plays that they can set up with this. It's just brutal.
Nice! That's the start they're looking for, White. That's exactly how 100 Thieves want to get onto the board. Guns have been in a better place, though. We got a Bucky for Boostio and just a Stinger for Arsena to work with.
Sentinel gathered up towards a second with a Bucky and the Dimensional Drift. Shades of old 10s Yoru could be coming out here.
Yep, and he might have a date with Boostio here. Keldon's in trouble. Oh, hit by the pool. Unreal! Turns the Bucky around on him. At least able to make it a 1-for-1, but Sentinels have gotten into the A site now. And bang, perched on the rafters, brooding. Waiting for that smoke to dissipate, to take his opportunity. SEN are in and amongst this A site.
Setting up for the retake, 100 Thieves. Sen want to get some space, but Bang punished hard for it. Man advantage for 100 Thieves. They just need to trade this down effectively.
Right on the outside looking in. Cryo's able to cut him down with ease. Now it's John and Zelsis embedded around this Viper's pit. Stealth Drone doesn't look like it claimed him. John's able to take Arsena down. It's Cryo stepping in, and it's up to Zelsis. Concussed briefly. That action from Elbow is going to be a little bit too much, or is it? The Stinger claims two, but Arsena puts it to bed. And now, we get ourselves an even game.
With that plant, Sentinels, they can keep the pressure up, though. They can keep buying, and there we see the benefits of that Sage. It was something Christy was talking about on the desk. You get these ultimates now, those reses far more frequently, and it did pay dividends in the end of that round. I mean, hilarious how it begins, though, that Boostio has the Bucky, the best counter for that exact situation of getting stunned and going up against a Bucky. That is just so silly.
Second is nervous. They full stunned me, your ulti, he missed his Bucky shot.
He's right, though. There's a fault line set up to catch
exactly what I saw.
Boostio as he comes out of the dimensional drift, and it still ends up being a 1-for-1.
I don't know if Second gets nervous these days. I'm going to be honest, but, you know.
Let him believe what he wants to.
I like the way that he's hyping up the team with that.
Slow war being held here by Cryo.
On this round, we are on the cusp of game-changing ultimates. Both Taeho's just one orb away from Armageddon's. Boostio close to that Rolling Thunder as well, so you have to keep their attention paid to that.
Spotlight ulti being the mid with Gate Crash. Second wants a bit of this. Falls back, but John, what a catch. Arsena tried to back away in to those salvos.
Those missiles are just so well placed. It's so cool. They're ready for Arsena to be forced back, and he just goes into the second one down the rope. It's so smart. Okay, I mentioned this in the cast we did the other day, Mitch, but this agent has been officially in the game for like 10 days now, and everyone is running this dude. It's crazy. It just shows you how powerful he is on release, how valuable teams find him to be, and it's just this immediate synergy with the Breach, with the Astra that have been buffed late 2024. So good, man.
Instantly ubiquitous in the metagame. Now, though, we saw that wall come up there in towards upper board. A lot of time for 100 Thieves. Sen doubled back, now still want to hit B. Final line's going to catch Xander. This is going to be ugly. He's got no choice, and that's John with a second guided salvo killed this round. That is one where that came from. Here comes the Armageddon. 100 Thieves have to hop step away from this one. What is going on? Raid with the catch. The aftershock.
10 seconds left.
That's up to Boostio. Guy is shell shocked. What is going on?
And down he goes, and not just him, but all of the TAC FPS old heads. They too are shell shocked at what we're seeing on screen.
Listen, where I come from, that's a normal Tuesday, bro. That is a normal Tuesday.
3 utility kills in the round. Arsena, I mean, look at this. He's getting full line. He's flashed. He's either walking forward into a missile or backwards into it.
Look at that,
John into the salvo.
John clicks the map good.
And then the aftershock sinks with the Armageddon. It's a silly game sometimes. It's a silly game.
That was Sen's salvo of ultimates, though. 100 Thieves have a set of their own, including Rolling Thunder and an Armageddon. Also a showstopper to leverage here.
Despite 100 Thieves winning those 2 rounds in a row, though, and then losing them, the state of the economy, not great.
It's been scrappy wide.
By any means. They've got a few stingers, and listen, they could flip this round on its head, given that Arsena has that showstopper, maybe finds an opportune moment to use that, find a pick, and from there you can have that domino effect of the rest of your ults going off, and you can win an upset round. It's not out of the question.
Nothing really spotted out by the drone there. This will probably provoke Arsena to wrap around to the B side to reinforce. Salvos here paved the way through mail room. Sentinels are dotting their I's and crossing their T's, but it's about to get hot and heavy. Waiting on the other side is Arsena with a stinger, and he tries to throw down, but bang, rips his head clean off.
There's that showstopper gone as well. Could have been pivotal. Off the field. EU smoked off.
He looked for a timing.
Yeah.
He might try and walk this. He's heard the footsteps now as they drop out of rafters. Bang, off the seat of Cryo, able to bring him down. But there's EU eventually emerging on that top side. Narrate, more like eulogize. That's a spray down on Xander through the nebula. And now Sen might just bounce away. There's still 26 seconds.
I mean, still 26 seconds. That's barely any amount of time, no matter where they go. If we go B, hold on, we're going to get Armageddon. They can't go back to A. There's not enough time. Are we going to get Rolling Thunder too?
Can they even pop
this? 14 seconds.
They've got to go
EU
for
has
it.
the Armageddon ready.
EU waiting on it. Doesn't make use of that Armageddon. Here comes the plant. There it is, Armageddon, but the spike goes down. That's crucial. John, though, can't get out. That's a freebie for EU, but it had to be done for SEN to get the plant.
In the meantime, look at this reposition from Zelsis. This is so heads up. He has to win this round.
Good aftershock there from Narrate, though. That's going to slow things down. Zelsis has time to wrap, and there goes Boostio. EU now has some eyes in the back of his head. And the lights are well and truly on in SEN City. Mr. Bundle himself getting loud.
That is so intelligent from Zelsis. Just using Narrate, just a little piece of bait over there on the site, was grabbing all of the attention of 100 Thieves.
The aftershock is huge from Narrate there.
Now that is a hell of a round to win. Also, stand count is at 2. Yes, you know, but
Let's go, Ben. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
and then
We're going
on
to
his
get more.
feet.
We're going to get more stands in an episode of JoJo, bro.
What a round to win, though, from SEN. That was an anti-eco, by the way, but they just got 2 massive ults out of 100 Thieves. Say goodbye to the Armageddon and Rolling Thunder.
Imagine though if that Armageddon is maybe a little bit earlier and Deb stops the plant that John is trying to make happen. Then maybe that round looks completely different, but it's a matter of seconds. The Armageddon comes down, but John finishes planting, does die on his way out, but the stall util is beautiful. Narrate just had to buy 1-2 seconds. And Zelsa sweeps in, gets the job done. This is a sick game already.
It is sick. These comps are so fun, but yeah, we got the first timeout call from Coach Zix over at 100 Thieves. World champion, him and Boostio back on EG, winning in this very city, LA.
They leveraged that dynamic duo last year. It's pretty decent results. But bombing out at the end of those stage 2 playoffs with losses to G2 and Crew scuppered the hopes of 100 Thieves being at champions, and SEN went instead.
Right now on the minimap, it seems like both sides have intentions of going to the exact opposite extremities. It's Sentinels putting the emphasis on B as Zelsis retreating, feeling the pressure coming from 100 Thieves. Asuna on the chase, but he just rounds that corner in time.
So it looks similar to what we saw at the B side of the map that actually worked. It allowed Asuna to pick Narrate off. This time, though, 100 Thieves come up with nothing.
How does SEN want to respond, though? They weren't in position to really go quickly off the back of that and take space elsewhere. The round has slowed itself down, and now they have to be worried about 100 Thieves players potentially going through sewer, potentially being in their spawn even at this point. There's going to have to be a lot of time allocated just to re-clearing and gaining map information.
No one has
back.
information right now. And it was at all confused seconds where people are just trying to spray down through smokes, speculate for a little bit. This ain't Robin Hood, this is the VCT.
100 Thieves are expecting some presence towards mid. They actually just went for a triple face, didn't see a thing. And now you can see on the minimap this rotate back, and you see Asuna's POV with that as well. They're getting to the proper site in time.
This drone, oh man, that's a lot of information. 3 people detected and suppressed. Sentinels here, they syncopate this a little bit. They stop in their tracks. Now, though, they look for that ramp control, Wyatt.
Trying to pivot just a bit. Boostio stunned up, but
you can
not
shrug
in
it
any
off.
real danger.
And there's the concussed grenade from Teho being thrown out. Rolling Thunder now coming in from the attack side. This is where Sentinels want to start to close the grip around the neck of the Thieves. The Boostio drops down. He's been so hard to catch. He's able to find himself a 1-for-1. No plant quite yet. Bang! He knew something was coming there in that corner. And it's up to Xander to try and slow this up further. Sentinels here with seconds to go. Cryo's able to find Zel's. Oh, the spike! They can't plant it! And Cryo laughing his way to the bank.
And this is the danger of the clock being run so low in these rounds. 100 Thieves defensively are working the map well. They're stacking the sites at the right time. There were pieces of utility earlier on, around that 30-40 second mark, like the stealth drone, for example, that just puts SEN on halt because they all get spotted out. Then when it comes down to actually needing to plant the spike, they can't do it because there's still the explosives coming in. Makes the situation so difficult.
Well, 100 Thieves, they tried to start the round with a defensive trap play. Didn't catch anything.
Oh Lord, Boostio has the Bucky again there. he's over to Jose. We've got 3 shotguns by the way.
He just walked at them. He just walked at them through all that Astra util. Xander came out with 1.
And my brother Asuna has the judge and Benz as well. This is ridiculous, man.
There's really not much happening through the middle part of the map. It's a very dispersed Sentinels lineup here, but they're inching towards B. Cryo might have to get busy again.
He's got a slow warp to at least cause some delay if they were trying to explode out of B main. Get some of his rotates there in time, maybe catch one off, but SEN, they're not going to hit the gas over at that side of the map just
They're
yet.
running the clock again. Really methodical here from Sentinels, but it was their undoing in the previous round. Nothing spotted there for EU.
And now it looks like there it is. I was waiting for Zekken to send out that gate crash with him rotating towards A. You know that these two players here, Celsius and Zekken, they want to make their presence known, maybe find a pick, and then Zekken is just going to regroup back with the other two in B main where they're intending on planting the spike.
And how does this influence Cryo's behavior if something happens towards Rams?
He already took that teleport.
He's out of there. So Zelsis here is really just trying to sell a ruse. Timing sees Arsena get into a rope. Zelsis is not going to get any of that action. Arsena will be close enough to reinforce from heaven.
The clock is so low. EU has his utility.
They're
This
on
is
B.
dangerous for the B players, man.
Cryo's ready for it. What a snap. Zekken's going to be brought down. Where's the plant going to happen? Not at all. Paint shells stop the rate in his tracks, and once more SEN do not have the time to plant.
The clock has been their biggest enemy on several of these round losses. They need to pick up the pace in some of these moments. Indecision, but also you have to give credit to 100 Thieves for forcing them to need to slow down, to have to make tough decisions. I don't think they quite made the presence or noise they intended on making towards A to draw the rotates there. The second really teleported without
What are you doing?
making a sound.
What are you doing?
Is that number 3 or number 4?
Yeah, 3, I think.
Who's next?
Tied up game here. And here it is, Dimensional Drift once more from Zekken.
With the shotgun.
With the
Yet
shotgun.
again.
Look out for Busio, though. Zekken might just opt to get onto A site here and play from elbow. Bucky in hand, a dream in his heart. Concuss grenade here, thrown over towards the direction that breach, but Bang's going to be there. Cryo there, able to double down from upper. It's the rate getting there. But Zekken has to find a way to fight out of elbow with the Bucky. It's awkward, but he catches Busio. All right, they're one apiece. But now, out in the open is Zekken. With no spike, really no chance of salvaging this. Bam! That's 4 for Cryo, baby.
It's tough when the long-range weapon is just the classic. And just as fast as Sentinels were in that site with all 5 players, 100 Thieves were flooding back in with 4 of their own on the rotate. This is some great defensive calling at the moment from Bustio.
And Mimi mentioned it, I think, on the desk. We have 2 home ground maps for these teams, so no matter how this one goes, you're in for a treat for Bind coming up next.
Oh, absolutely. This is the map that Sentinels were the most winning on in 2024. This is what made them one of the top teams. And it's fun, I mean, it's fun to see them playing something different going into this because they played the map 22 times with the Zelsis iteration of this SEN roster, all with the same comp. This is the first time we're seeing this Sentinels do something new.
And what a reunion of sorts, right? EU and Xander from the M80 core, both back together, the team that failed to ascend back in 2023. John QT, part of that same M80 roster. EU and John opted to accept offers from VCT franchise teams where Xander chose to stay for another year and try and make it through Ascension the old-fashioned way. But he this time allowed himself to be beamed up and join the 100 Thieves roster.
We were seeing those two have some cool synergy actually already in their first match against MIBR. This is a timeout being called from Sentinels as they started this match kind of hot, winning the pistol, but things have really come to a screeching halt. They're going to need to find a way to extract this utility out of 100 Thieves earlier on, but that's a tough ask when all of their agents have strong space denial util. It's just overwhelming. Beyond overwhelming. It's a tsunami when you're trying to plant. You can't do a thing.
Cryo cooking, by the way. He's been able to step into these executes midway through and find 2 kills immediately in so many of these rounds. Has that res available now. Pretty fast percent. This time they're varying up the pace. It is going to be Bustio who need to set his feet on the A side and get ready for this. Just a clone so far. No actual commitment for Sentinels, but they are lingering over towards ramps now, though. They're out of there.
Yeah, there were multiple players spotted by the stealth drone sent out there by EU, and that's caused the full rotate back through sewer. SEN are going to have to re-clear all the way up through mid, though. They don't have any information at the moment.
Cryo playing solo, so getting value out of that res is hard to do, but that wall still up for the time being.
The old reliable, the Valorant beta wall. Just throw it down right in the middle of split.
Oh, on this timing. Sentinels don't have to deal with it at all. Here's a slow orb. They might try and push this one. And yep, here comes Zelsis, and he gets it just desserts. Cryo going to take another 2K here. And there's a bit of assistance, of course, from that Teo util. Arsena very quickly gets onto the scene, and EU's going to be there to take the place of his predecessor. It's beautiful. Heads are rolling, and 100 Thieves are lengthening their lead.
Beautiful adjustment from EU. Again, SEN, they're just routed from their initial plan into the waiting arms of 100 Thieves. They are so quick to trade for each other, to flood back into these areas where one person is committed to fighting, that being Cryo in that moment, holding down Mail. He's got his teammates there in time with Asuna coming through Vent. Everything is flowing really nicely for 100 Thieves. This is very impressive at the moment. Not quite as dominant as their first map against MIBR, but both of these series, they have started really hot.
I mean, that was 13-4 on Lotus, so it would have been deflating to see in a matchup like this.
Still doable, though I don't think it's going to happen.
It's on the table, yes.
My God, they look good, man.
This time, no early action from SEN. Maybe some mid-control, but again, that standard wall is going to be there. Okay, Arsena's hearing this. Boostio set up with a fault line here, so Arsena can play off it.
I'm interested to see if Boostio reveals himself here. There's potential for an Armageddon to maybe push him out of that Beheaven area. Not going to be triggered just yet.
That's that Viper Lurk neutralized. That's going to free up an extra player for 100 Thieves on the A side of the map. Here goes the smoke. Okay, Slow Orb definitely going to get some work done. Cryo comes off second best in that exchange, but so far Sentinels are being contained. Here come the salvos. This is going to force some fancy footwork from 100 Thieves on this site, but still SEN have not committed. Still they wait. 40 seconds and counting. Armageddon from the attackers will mostly go unnoticed by SEN. John gonna catch Xander around. That is beautiful. Finally, they explode there out from Heaven's side. He's got a heck of a lot of work to do and can't really afford to wait for Arsena to get there. It'll have to be one. Arsena gets in and has to take the 1v2. Paint shells clear a little bit of space, but John and Zek are gonna swing together. Arsena, what are you doing? How does he find that?
Only Asuna is going to hit the mid-air dropping Phantom headshot. There is no other player in this game that will ever pull that off. It is only him.
It's not feasible. It's not. It's against the rules.
I'm feeling a sense of shock, bewilderment, and deflation from the SEN fans in the room. Oh my God. I cannot
Last player standing.
fathom.
Spike planted.
Go on, give it to me straight, Dr. Valerie.
This is not how the game was intended to be played. What? I mean, he can barely even see the second guy with the rope.
We're making a mockery now of the gunplay.
Oh my God.
What? That doesn't make any sense. Okay. It is day 3 of kickoff. It is day 3 of kickoff, and we have departed from reality.
We're playing another round, by the way, and 100 Thieves have immediately gone for this A fight. Austin's trying to carry the momentum in. He's getting a little silly. Still, Boostio's there to trade.
Yeah, the second wave was there.
Oh my God,
Bang
Bang is
TPing in the screens here.
He's in the screens. I'm trying to catch my breath, man. Holy crap. I can't believe this.
Boostio gets away with absolute murder there. Picks up the orb, Bang not able to catch him. And now, he is known to all of 100 Thieves as an interloper. Fake TP still in screens as Cryo stays the bloodlust for the time being, and Xander just ripped one on Zelsis. It's all falling apart for SEN. 2 players still to work with now. They've got that mid-control at least, but on the wrap is Boostio.
And there are those missiles to force any 100 Thieves players back who would have been trying to fight from the stairs. Narrate wants to take the duel. EU, oh my God, how does he not go down? 2 HP, and he finds it!
It's up to John QT, mastermind.
He can't be allowed to do that, man.
You know where the spike is, up there on rafters, so up we go. More rope shenanigans. Yeah, only works for Arsena, I'm afraid. Nicely done, down to 5 though, dangerous. Rolling Thunder expended here in the last round of the half, and that'll be it, 100 Thieves. Heading to halftime with a 4-round lead, and we, folks, are still reeling.
I need to catch my breath. I need a water. I need to calm down.
Stun
oh my God, man. That Asuna play is one of the most unbelievable things I've seen since this game's release.
And it takes someone like Asuna to dare to try that. But there's a Rolling Thunder, of course.
It's just don't let Asuna anywhere near a rope. He will do something crazy. That is the old Icebox Reyna Hiko going crazy after he made a play. I can't believe this, but.
All right, collect yourself. Find which way is up, and we'll see you after the short break.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Six rounds in a row won by 100 Thieves, including the most unreal one from Arsenal that I've seen. And while The Hague is coming for him for crimes against humanity, game development, and the laws of physics, we still have one half of split to play. It's 8-4, 100 Thieves in the lead.
Their defensive calling from Busio was really sublime there. I truly believe he got them back in the game. With the rotates that he was calling for the rest of his squad, so on point. We'll see if he can round that out with a nice attack half, send us over to their own pick. Bind second week, forced to teleport away.
Yeah, Arsenal right behind that drone here. Realizes, wait a minute, we have the run of this place. They've gotten themselves into heaven and got that wall up, so it gives them a position to rotate out from. Get that mid control now, and Xander, unfortunately not able to clean Zelsis up.
3 players from Sentinels are ready to fight 100 Thieves here. The fault line is ready to go.
The battle lines have been drawn. Arsenal is going to be the first to test them. How fast can they be ahead of this fault line? And they come flash. Okay, 100 Thieves calling a cancel. Arsenal, though, can't quite get out. Looks like the guided salvo would have caught him either way.
A lovely little trap play where you have Zelsis over on the catwalk. He's taking that jiggle contact. Second he sees someone, both abilities used to net that kill.
Bang v Xander, the old versus the new, as far as 100 Thieves are concerned. Xander gets the tickle, but he's cool, calm, collected, still wants that fight. Bang, able just to get away from the fault line, but he knows the second wave is about to hit. 100 Thieves, sending guided salvos in. Zelsis down to 59 here, speculating, spraying through the smoke, gets one dropped on top of him, and now down to 33, needs to avoid this, but Xander is all over him like moss on a rock. And Sentinels have to work now from heaven. Cryo does get fault line, but they drop down past him. It's going to give him an opportunity to intervene. Zach and Low takes Cryo down, but Bustio will be there with a 2-piece to finish off the round.
Oh, that was a really nice pivot from 100 Thieves into the B split late. And unfortunately, Sentinels, they just could not find the kills in main. Zelsis was trying to spam through, but the positioning became so awkward. They were in the exact wrong location for a split to come in, right? Trying to play more towards the side around pillar. It's tough to contend with that 100 Thieves execute.
I'm not gonna lie. Pete, I hit you for 84, Pete?
Yes.
Yeah. It's the state of the game.
I'm saying that's what Seho does.
State of the game.
Friend or foe, you're getting blasted.
It's all classics here for Sentinels.
Despite being a fantastic advertisement for the bundle, it's not a compelling case for a round win. Sen need it badly. Letting 100 Thieves sneak away with the pistol here, already having a distinct lead. That's smarts.
And it may just be a telltale sign that this is the dawn of a new era for 100 Thieves, that they now rush teams on map 1. Last year, they always lost map 1 and had to run it back on the following 2. But so far, they crushed MIBR in their debut match on Lotus and are looking to do the exact same to SEN, their long-standing rival, the rival that always gets the best of them.
Okay, that drone from Sentinels towards B is going to sort of signal the coast being clear, but the timing's good. 100 Thieves already descending on the A side. Some presence in heaven by Zelsis, but he can't test this Nebula. So Asuna, okay, he light lobbed it. That is going to force Zelsis right out of the way.
At this point, even hopes for doing damage from Sentinels certainly dwindling. Forced to push in here with the classics, exchange of util. Oh my god, shots are going awry.
Dirty flash, the Teo utility come back in Cryo's direction, but he's found a little nook to play from, and bam! That is dirty. It's all up to Narrate here. And that one was short-lived. Cryo puts him on ice.
And I know Ender right now is in the AD studio just saying, he's one off the ult! He's already one off! He's obsessed with the Sage ult change.
The ult economy, yeah.
But he is one away from getting the res already.
Yep, 7 orbs required now.
That could be enough to win out this round. Cryo is 21 for 8 at the moment. I mean, this was a big narrative last year of how much Boostio had really rejuvenated Cryo's career, instilling this guy with the confidence that he just did not have in 2023.
It was such a big part of their run, I think, into Shanghai.
Oh, this is so fast from Asuna. Off the stun, gets the first, but can't connect on the nair.
Oh, it's going to be there. They're coming like waves. Narrate picked off here. And Bang is nowhere to go. We can't push out into big garage because that's been aftershot. Oh, buddy, you are a spectator in this round of Sentinels. Might as well take an observing contract here.
25 seconds in, the round is just done. There's no option for SEN but to save 100 Thieves, recovering all of the rifles. I'm sure Boostio will be able to upgrade here at some point, get over to the middle when the spike is going to go off. This just feels done. How does SEN even get back into the game at this point? Their economy is in the bin. A round worth 2 for 100 Thieves. Snowballing towards the ultimates. Economy going to be out of control, just carrying over their opponent's guns.
Still at least some smiles on the faces for the Sentinels players, but again, man, contrast this with last year, where Sentinels have a pretty insane offseason, springboard into a great kickoff into Madrid, winning Masters Madrid. Here there were question marks about the role assignments on this team, the changes they'd made, of course. Sarsi intends to depart. And honestly, they've kind of picked up where many people expected so far. On their map choice, they look barely visible.
There's that little fun fact about Asuna, just showing how long he's been with this team.
He's growing up on this team.
Crazy. 1,545 days. This guy has been playing for 100 Thieves.
It's like longer than the average university degree.
It really is. Bang is ready to teleport to get some space and be main. Cryo is just too fast and he slips away. There was no assistance for Bang either. No one to trade off of him.
No uni for Bang, just a school of hard knocks, Wyatt. Now Sentinels pretty dispersed across the map here, but just losing that exchange. When they really force into this round, it bodes very ill for them. Narrate fancied hanging around, but he'll just look to stall here. His teammates, though, are on the scene.
The SEN players have really swarmed towards that B site. Double rotate, it's just Second trying to keep some amount of info towards A. Do they really want to re-clear this? If they do, it could be the round all said and done.
So many guns ready to swing on this. Zelsis tests the waters, and he gets devoured by Moby Dick. It's going to be John QT having to go huge here. Nice little double, makes the space for himself as well, but caught inside the salvos, stunned up. He was concussed, but he can buy this time. Narrate still wants to play off him here. Sentinels are adamant, doggedly trying to stay in this game, but that was a pot to end them all, and a res here for Boostio.
100 Thieves are reading these guys so well. Cutting noise, posting up for the full re-clear. It's just second. Oh my god, the flash is perfect.
Okay, there's something here. Cry with 1 HP. The Zekin's heroics aren't enough to salvage the round, and now SEN are looking down the barrel of a harsh loss on their map of choice.
Have to put a lot of respect on the 100 Thieves calling at the moment. It is phenomenal. The patience there in B main. The heightened awareness to this eventual re-clear.
The stubbornness.
John does a fantastic job getting to But even at that, just being caught in the corner, and
They know he's committed. They know John can't leave.
And even if they trade out poorly, as long as Cryo's alive, he has the res for that situation. It's such an advantageous fight for 100 Thieves to take.
And now, of course, he called that timeout here. What might be the last round of the game. Economically for the Sentinels, it's the kind of round where you are scrounging. Get a couple Guardians under your belt. That's it, really. We're one orb away from EU's Armageddon. Honestly, Boostio having a Rolling Thunder isn't out of the question. And you can see Coach Kaplan aging rapidly before our very eyes.
It is awesome to get this prime Cryo again. He's at the level that we saw him at last year when 100 Thieves took down that Stage 1 trophy, when they were really dominating the rest of the region. We're a heavy favorite in everyone's mind going into Shanghai. Cryo was putting up sickening numbers every single map, whether he was playing Duelist, whether he was playing Smokes. Against MIBR, went 38 for 22 across the series, already 22-8 right now. Outrageous stuff. When he is on, you have to put him in the conversation for the best player in Americas.
Round number 17. And it's map point for 100 Thieves. 3 grouped up over towards this A side now, and a Nebula theoretically to allow them to cross. Zekken has to pull out there. Back to A.
Now we have that ramp control acquired from Asuna, pressing forward slowly, just a contact push. Zekken sends a gate crash back into his own spawn so he can take an initial fight towards map if he needs to, get away.
There was just no hurry for 100 Thieves here. But we saw Sentinels bleed the clock a little too much on their attack side. And Asuna knows at some point he needs to take some risks.
I don't think the drone actually spotted him. Okay, just heads up spam from Zekken, that intuition.
Okay. Slow walk here. Means no follow-up was possible, but fault line comes in and Cryo's going to have to shrug this off. But looks like they're headed towards ropes. Linking up now with Boostio in mid. We've got 42 seconds left to play, and now Xander has to get activated on the B side.
Center definitely feeling like this could be the B split. They've rotated 3 players over. They are ready for this. What a kill for Bang to find.
30 seconds left.
And I think that was spam through a smoke again.
We're at the point in the round now as well where even if 100 Thieves find some kills, they have to contend with so much util.
Oh, what? Okay, Asuna able to find it right there. Not sure, but okay. Bang now going to get ready for this as he hears the satchel overhead, but Boostio claps him, and it's up to Zekken and John QT. John sat here, caught inside CT. How does he intervene? It's going to be a catch at least on Boostio, but he still gets the plant. Zekken's dimensional drift will lay the setup bare for 100 Thieves. Cryo, though, looks like he might be ready for it. John wants to fight his way out of spawn, and that shorty is not going to get you there. Up to John, the mastermind, now initiated to save the day for Sentinels. But Cryo is in a post plant, he's ready for it, and John is low. Just the regen shield won't get you there. And 100 Thieves issue a strong statement to Sen City. What have you got left?
Cryo is just him this game. He was above the rest, not even close. What was that, 24 for the map in total? He had 24 kills for 8 deaths on the Sage. Mental from the 100 Thieves star. The calling from Boostio, though, was really standout, and I think that was the biggest difference maker in this being such a one-sided affair. I'm so impressed right now by this team that are clearly in the flow state.
I mean, that last round of the game is the perfect example of what you're trying to avoid if you're Sentinels. You do everything right. You stall out, you don't overcommit, you find 2 spam kills through smokes off good timings, and then once the hit comes in, you get slapped in a 3v5. Crazy stuff. We're going to leave you with the highlights of this as we get ourselves ready for another map. It's the 2nd consecutive series in which 100 Thieves have won their first map 13-4 before going on to their map of choice. So let's see how it plays out after this.
Okay, Team Secret, we need you guys on the stage now. Come on, let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.